In this video, I'll give you 10 words you can use instead of the words you know and use on a daily basis that will help you instantly sound more professional in English. For some jobs and some positions in a company, you need to sound professional. But what does this mean exactly, to sound professional? To sound professional, in a nutshell, means to sound a certain way and use more formal vocabulary. Some settings and situations require this. If you want to be more respected, but more importantly, paid attention to and heard in certain circles, you need to sound a certain way. To sound professional, you want to speak clearly, not too fast, but not too slowly, with a moderate pace. Make concise and straightforward statements and requests, and avoid filler words like, literally, or sounds like, We often use them when we need some time to gather our thoughts together and to avoid silence. But we really need to learn to embrace silence. Taking a pause in a conversation is not only normal, but actually necessary. Making a pause at the right time will draw your listeners' attention and make them reflect on your words. Now, regarding your vocabulary, you might want to change some of the words you use regularly to more professional sounding words. In other words, use more formal words while you're at work, at a business meeting, or with business partners. So, in this video, I'll give you 10 words you can use instead of the words you know and use on a daily basis that will help you instantly sound more professional in English. So, let's get to it. Our first word you definitely know and use every day is give. So instead of saying give, you can use the word provide. For example, instead of saying, I will give you my report by the end of the day, you can say, I will provide you with my report by the end of the day. I will provide you with my report by the end of the day. Just a note, I'm sure that you noticed that we said provide you with. It's because we use provide without with when the object of the sentence is the material that is being given. So if we wanted to use it without with, we would say, I'll provide my report by the end of the day, or I'll provide my report to you by the end of the day. In this case, the object is my report, the material that is given. If the recipient of the thing being given is the object, like in our first example, we say provide with. I will provide you with my report by the end of the day. Hope this makes sense. Okay, the next word you can change when you're in a formal setting is get. Instead of saying get, you can say receive. For instance, instead of saying, I got your report and I'll get back to you on it shortly, you can say, I received your report and I'll get back to you on it shortly. I received your report and I'll get back to you on it shortly. Instead of saying come, you can use the word attend. For example, instead of saying, I expect everybody to come to the meeting on Friday, you can say, I expect everybody to attend the meeting on Friday. I expect everybody to attend the meeting on Friday. Again, I'm sure that you noticed that we say come to the meeting, but we don't put to after the word attend. Another word you can add to your vocabulary is guarantee. So instead of saying assure, you can say guarantee. Instead of saying, I can assure you that the quality of our materials is the best on the market, you can say, I can guarantee that the quality of our materials is the best on the market. I can guarantee that the quality of our materials is the best on the market. I know that even with all of the amazing content on YouTube and limitless information online, it still might be very difficult to learn English or even learn something very specific like our today topic, especially by yourself because there's no structure. And I know just the place to help you with this. It's Bushu. Bushu is a language learning platform that brings together over 120 million users across the world that provides compact lessons from experts and connects with a community of native speakers to help learners master the language faster. And thanks to our sponsors, we are able to continue making content for you guys, so we just want to thank them for sponsoring this video. I remember when I started learning English, it was really a struggle to find a good platform that would satisfy my needs. And after trying it out myself, I can say that this platform is one of the best for beginners, as well as for intermediate learners to accelerate their learning. They make learning easy, fun, and effective. With Bushu, you can learn up to 14 languages. I chose Spanish because that's the language I'm trying to learn. When you sign up for the free version, you get to set your study goal. It can be 5, 10, 20, 30 minutes a day. Then they ask you if you're a complete beginner or not, and they build a lesson for you in seconds. And there you go, you can start. If you sign up for the premium plan, you get the whole package of features. You get access to all the lessons, the vocabulary and grammar review tool that helps you practice and remember everything you learned in your previous lessons, and a personalized study plan. My favorite feature, though, is the opportunity to connect with native speakers to get corrections and learn from each other. We all know how difficult it is to find native speakers to practice the language you're learning with or ask them questions, and Bushu makes it a piece of cake. Another super useful feature is the offline mode. You can download lessons and learn anywhere without an internet connection. You have to admit, it's very convenient, and I really appreciate their bite-sized lessons because they are easy to follow and it is so much easier to remember what you've learned. You can sign up for a free premium membership 7-day trial to test the platform and see if it works for you. You'll find the link in the description box and in the pinned comment. Bushu offers multiple subscription plans, so anyone can find the one that works best for them. So just go ahead and try it out. And now let's get back to our video. Another word that is widely used in the corporate world is penalty. Instead of saying punishment, you can say penalty. For instance, instead of saying, "Today I received my first punishment for being late," you can say, "Today I received my first penalty for being late." Today I received my first penalty for being late. The same thing goes for the word authorize. So instead of saying allow, you can say authorize. For example, instead of saying, "My boss finally allowed the launch of our campaign," you can say, "My boss finally authorized the launch of our campaign." My boss finally authorized the launch of our campaign. This one is my personal favorite. Elaborate. Instead of saying, "What do you mean?" or "Can you tell me more?" you can ask someone to elaborate. For example, instead of saying, "Can you please tell me more about that point?" you can say, "Can you please elaborate more on that point?" Can you please elaborate more on that point? Our next word is however. Using the word however instead of the word but automatically makes you sound more formal. For example, instead of saying, "Your presentation was well-founded, but I have a couple of remarks I'd like to discuss with you," you can say, "Your presentation was well-founded, however, I have a couple of remarks I'd like to discuss with you." Your presentation was well-founded, however, I have a couple of remarks I'd like to discuss with you. The same goes for the words moreover and furthermore. So instead of saying also, you could say moreover or furthermore. For example, don't say, "Also, I found a way to speed up our manufacturing process." Instead say, "Moreover, I found a way to speed up our manufacturing process." Moreover, I found a way to speed up our manufacturing process. And our last word for this video is modify. So instead of saying change, you can use the word modify. For example, instead of saying, "I need to change a couple of details in our agreement," you can say, "I need to modify a couple of details in our agreement." I need to modify a couple of details in our agreement. Alrighty guys, that'll do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!